Hello, everyone. My name is Catherine Zhu. I'm the founder of For a Safer Space. Our acronym is FASS and is pronounced as FASS. Our organization is the one and only Canadian registered not-for-profit organization that's dedicated to smash stigma around mental health and also other human rights related stigma. And our platform is the one and only organization that's dedicated to smash every stigma in the world. So today I have, so welcome back to our Save Cat from Her Boba Addiction fun project. So today we're going to show some DBT skills that could be used to deal with addiction problems. So today we have the honor to invite our clinical intern Anna here, and she will be my therapist and she will show some DBT skills and she will save me from my Boba addiction. Welcome, Anna.
Hi, Catherine. Well, thank you for having me here today.
Thank you very much for coming.
It's my honor.
Yeah, so would you like to show people what is DBT about and what kind of skill you're going to use?
So DBT is dialectical behavior therapy. It's called dialectical because the treatment modality believes that everything is connected and also in polarity at the same time. So even though people want to get rid of a painful emotion or unwanted behavior, it's also in truth that they are all connected. Like you want to get rid of it, but the avoidance of it is also causing you pain. So it's like everything is in relative truth. That's what I like about DBT.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Thank you for explaining that. So shall we get started?
Yes. Hold on, let me close my door.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm back.
And I really like your background here.
Thank you.
Calm, serene, love it.
Yeah. It's a typical therapist office.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you very much. So let's get started.
Okay. Hi, Kath. Welcome back. What brings you in today?
Hello, Anna. Oh my God. I have that addiction again. Boba addiction. I cannot stop drinking one or two boba tea every day. And I really want to get rid of it because intaking so much sugar will not doing any good for me, for myself. So could you please help me with that?
Yes, absolutely. We will walk this journey together. So it sounds like you really enjoy drinking boba tea, but at the same time, it's been causing issue for you,
Mhm.
such as the amount of sugar in there, and it's not healthy at all. Does that sound right?
Yes, that sounds about right.
Mhm. Um, and I guess I'll just explore a little bit here. What have you tried before to help you eliminate the amount you drink?
I try not to order boba delivery service, but it's really hard, especially during the pandemic. Everyone's quarantined at home. There's nowhere to go, nothing exciting to do. We're just stuck at home in our own prison. And so when you're stuck in one place, you're wondering, what can I do in this tiny space? And then I'm thinking about watching Netflix, doing some like voluntary work. I have a full-time job. Okay, what else can I do? Then I think about drinking boba tea. I like to watch Netflix and then drink a boba tea at the same time. But it's not healthy because after one boba tea, there's two boba tea, and after two boba tea, there's three boba tea. So I try not to order them, but it's just hard to do so. So I just want to know like what I can do to stop myself from ordering these deliveries.
Mhm. Yeah, your issue and like feel like being in prison. Uh, yeah, this social isolation is very relatable for a lot of people. So you're not alone in this. Absolutely not. Um, and what do you like about drinking boba tea?
I like chewing bobas. It's very chewy. It gives me a sense of calm and grounded feeling. And I like the taste of it. I like the taste of boba. I like the taste of milk tea. I like Tara milk tea, roasted milk tea. So like
Uh,
different flavors of milk tea, like mocha milk tea, something like that. So basically, I think it's because of the good balance of sweetness and also the taste of tea gives me that urge that I really want to drink it one after another, one after another, to be honest. So
mhm,
it's really hard for me to get rid of it.
mhm. Sounds like a good sweet and caffeinated drink really help you start the day and boost your mood a little,
Yes,
right?
for sure.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, sugar and caffeine are both a little addictive, but they're also very good. It's very comforting. And sounds like when we stay at home all day, we all need that comforting feeling, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and you sounds like you use boba just as a way to like regulate your emotions or feelings, just to make you feel like better emotionally, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's very important for us because who doesn't want to feel better, right?
Mhm.
Um, and what factors make you think that you need to stop or reduce the amount you drink?
I just find like I always know that drinking one or two boba tea is not healthy, given the amount of sugar and also the amount of how do you say the
Mm.
extra food flavor or extra food
Oh,
ingredient that's being added to that drink. So I always know it's
mm,
not healthy. It's never an healthy option. Um, I know it's not healthy, but I still drink it. So that's a problem. I know it's not good for me, but I still want it. I think that's a problem.
yeah, it sounds like you are concerned about your health and all the extra like sugar, syrup, cream, or other food additive in there. And that's a legit concern.
Mhm.
It sounds like you're both using your reasonable mind because you are concerned about your health. And on the other side, you want to feel good. So you're also using your emotional mind a little. And it's a very conflict feeling.
It is. That's why I'm having a hard time to make a wise choice. So
Mm,
because I have this
yeah.
rational mind and also emotional mind overlap with each other and they're debating between each other for a really long time. So, but I cannot make a wise choice because every time I decided to go forward with the wise choice, I'm not able to commit to that or I'm not able to follow that wise decision. So I guess that's my problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like you are very self-aware of your issue, and that's wonderful. Um, can I explore a little on what does the wise mind look like for you regarding the boba tea? Do you have like a set goal, or how does it look like?
That's a very good question. I guess a wise decision would be stop drinking the boba tea or just limit to like one or two drinks per week. And
Mm-hmm.
what the wise action would be able to stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I have this problem that I can always make wise decision, but I'm not able to move forward with the wise decision. I'm not able to commit the wise action. And
Mm-hmm.
the action part is something that got me stuck.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, so you got this plan, and it looks great, and it is very wise and smart plan to stick to, but you just have a problem following it
Mhm,
on some days, right?
mhm.
Um, and are there days where you feel you can control better with yourself and stick to the plan better?
There are when I get super busy, I didn't even have time to think about boba tea, or when I feel really down, I don't want to eat or drink anything. But still, that's another unhealthy problem, I guess, not want to eat anything or drink anything. Yeah, so I never really had any uh, coping method uh,
Mm,
to this problem, I guess.
right. Yeah, it sounds like when you're busy or you're super down, you don't have to, um, you're too occupied to even think about drinking boba tea.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and are there days when you feel like you drink more, and do you know like why would you like the reasons or the factors that cause you to drink more?
Mm, when I feel I really, really need to take a break, when I feel like I deserve to do some relaxing stuff to take care of myself, but still, I would prefer to have a much more healthy um, coping coping method rather than just drinking boba tea because it's not
Mm,
healthy in the end.
yeah.
It's sugar. It's how do I say? It's unhealthy, guilty pleasure food. Yeah, that's what I would
Yeah.
prefer. Yeah.
Yeah. What I hear is that correct me if I'm wrong, the short-term goal
Mm,
is to feel better, get this relaxation after a very busy day or stressful day.
yeah.
But your long-term goal is to stay healthy while being able to relax. And sounds like both of the goals are a little conflicting with each other.
Mm,
Um, because one involves drinking boba and the other one involves not to do it as so often, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Um, so in DBT, which is dialectical behavioral therapy, we have um, something called behavioral chain analysis. And it is something we do with the client together to see what it looks like when they commit a certain behavior and what they can do, what they can control to eliminate that behavior or reduce the amount of the time they do. Can I share my screen and show you what behavior chain analysis looks like?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. Awesome. So this is the behavior chain analysis. It consists of vulnerability factors, which is just like biological or like psychosocial factors, like happen in the past or inherit, that made you more prone to do something or feel in a certain way. And there's prompting event. That's like the thing that happened, like an incident that happened that trigger you to do something. In this case, would be drinking boba or like ordering too many of a boba in a day. And there are links, the missing links in the middle are the factors that you tend to neglect. Um, which are a little like secretive or hidden, but they are the crucial factors that link to problem behavior. And the links are the thing we need to take down today, or dive in a little more just to see how from the prompting event we shift to the behavior. I don't like to call it problem behavior. I would like just like undesired behavior because drinking bowl by itself is not a problem. It's it's a self-care method if you think of it, if done in the right way. And the behavior you want to get rid of today would be drinking too much of boba tea. And the consequences, as you said, would be your health concerns or any other consequences that such as like too much of sugar gaining weight or like too much caffeine in your body or other stuff that trigger from drinking boba. We can start from the beginning. Um, Sorry, we can actually start from the prompting event. Can you tell me when's the last time you ordered boba tea, and what was it like for you, the whole experience?
So the last time I ordered boba tea was yesterday. As I
Mm,
mentioned, I drink basically drink it every day. So the reason why I ordered it was because I have so much going on this weekend. So I have to prepare the PowerPoint, the talking points, and also the promotion materials all at the same time. And also I have to kind of close two deals with two of our business partners, and it's just too much. So I feel like, why don't I just treat myself with something good? So I ordered a cup of boba tea with a lot of, what do you call it? Black sugar boba, which is super sweet but super delicious. um, yeah, that was my prompting event.
Yeah, I see. So, having to do all those tasks together is a prompting event for you. So you feel like I guess you feel like you were stressed out or like very overwhelmed, and that make you feel like you deserve a treat, right?
Yes, I feel like I really deserve it. But
Uh-huh.
and then on the other side, I always ask myself, do I really deserve that unhealthy food? I feel like I'm punishing myself in another way, to be honest.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So I guess the link here, one of the links here would be um, you want to treat yourself. You know you deserve a break. Um, and it is followed by the prompting event, which is the amount of work you had yesterday. Um, can you think of other internal thoughts or emotions related to the event, which was the amount of work you do that lead to the behavior, which is drinking boba tea?
Hmm. Could you please repeat that?
Yeah, sure. Uh, so can you think of other factors or any links which could be internal thoughts or emotions you had at that time when you did so much work at like three tasks at the same time?
I think I
Any
just want
thoughts or
to
feelings?
feel. I think that's a really good question. So now
Mm,
thinking back, I feel like I just want to ground myself. I want to do something to keep myself grounded. And then I chose to drink boba tea as my way of being grounded
mm, mm,
because I feel like that's something that I enjoy the most. If you ask me to do medication, not medication. If you ask me to do meditation, that would kill me because I cannot stay still when I meditate. So
yeah.
the only way that can keep me grounded effectively is to drink boba tea.
Hmm. And what makes drinking boba tea a very grounding experience? Can you elaborate a little more on that?
Just by looking at the boba in the boba tea, like like
Oh.
weirdly I find it's calming. And then just by like looking at all the bobas coming to my mouth and when I chew it, and then weirdly I find it's like really satisfying to be honest.
Ah, I see. I think there's a term for that. That's mindful drinking or mindful eating, if you think of it. Um, yeah, mindful drinking or eating something, like fully immersing the whole experience and put all your like sensations, like experience all your sensations fully, is very grounding. And it's also very refreshing after um, having to do a lot of work. Um, yeah,
Mhm.
um, yeah, mindful. Like I guess mindfully drinking bubble tea. It is a very good way to cope with a long day of work. Um, and we can keep the keyword grounding here for a moment, and we can come back to it later. But I just want to finish the behavior chain analysis first with you.
Mhm.
So we know the behavior, which is ordering black sugar boba tea. And how do you feel after drinking it?
Soothing, calming, feel like relaxing, not not stressful anymore for several minutes. After, like every time when I finish drinking boba tea, I feel like all my stress just went away. Like every time when I finish drinking bubble tea, all my stress just go away. But then it will come back after 5 or 10 minutes. So
Mm-hmm.
I think what really got me hooked was the temporary satisfaction and happiness, and I really like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds like boba really brings you a peace of mind for just a little while, a few minutes, and after you had it, which is good. This is the kind of feeling we want to keep, but maybe just for a little longer. Um, Something that we can do um, or like take just to make you feel keep that feeling a little longer without feeling guilty or stressed or shame that you just drank so much caffeine or sugar into your body. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I do agree with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so you actually just named some of the consequences here in the analysis, which are the soothing, relaxing feeling you got after drinking boba tea, and for a few minutes. How about at the end of the day? Um, are there any long-term consequences?
At the end of the day, if I keep drinking 1 or 2 or 3 boba tea per per day, I guess the long term consequences will be like I will get diabetes, or like my blood sugar level will be really high, and it will eventually reach to a very unhealthy level.
Mm, hmm. Yeah, and how concerned are you about that, the diabetes and blood sugar? Um, if we put it on a scale from 1 to 10, like 1 would be no concern at all, and 10 would be extremely like worried or concerned about the possible consequences.
10, I would say 10.
Mm, yeah, so it is a pretty big concern for you. Hmm. Yeah, gotcha. So I can see that drinking boba like repeatedly has really brings up some negative emotions like worry for you. Um, and I guess that's also why you came in today and wanted to change that behavior.
Yeah, because I really
Mhm.
want help. I need help.
Mhm. Yeah.
Save me.
Were you saying something?
Yeah, save me from my
Oh,
addiction.
yeah. And what have you tried in the past? I guess you said you made a plan, but you had some problem dealing with it. Um, and looking at it now, looking at the behavior chain analysis right now, do you have any new ideas on what you could try?
Mm, maybe chewing the gums instead of chewing the boba. But that's the thing. Chewing gums is very boring, and I don't like the fact that you cannot swallow gums. I mean, when you chew boba, you can swallow them, right? And that brings you the sense of satisfaction. Okay, after I chew them, I can swallow them. Okay, satisfied. But when you chew gums, you can never swallow gums. You have to like spit them out. So I guess that's my problem with the gums. But if you choose to go with like chewy um, fruit candies or chewy mint candies, it's just not the same as when you chew boba, to be honest.
Mm, right, right. I know boba is good, and they almost feel like there's nothing that can substitute it for good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. If we look at the links, which were too bad I can't write on this. I wish this was in person, but anyway, the links were you told yourself you deserve a treat or a break from all the work, and another link would be you wanna feel grounded. Is there anything you think of that can that can give you a similar feeling?
Meditation would be off the shelf because I can never concentrate in meditation. So
Doesn't have to be that.
that's a really difficult question for me to answer, to be honest.
Okay, I see.
How do I? What are some of the activities that can keep me grounded?
Mhm. Or anything that you can chew on, um, other than boba or drinking boba tea. It can still be a very mindful experience for you. It's okay if you don't know, or don't know yet. We can explore a little.
Yeah, I'm like the first thing that comes to my mind is raisins,
Hmm,
and also
that
it has
sounds
some vitamin C. That's good.
yeah, yeah.
um, what else? Minty candies, but it's but boba is better, you know. You know what I mean, right? So
Yeah,
boba is better, but maybe I
yeah,
can try
yeah.
to substitute it with minty candies.
Mhm.
What else? Ice cream, but also again, ice cream is super sweet.
Yeah, yeah. Um, well, we can do raisins or mini candies. If you can, if you feel you can also do it in a very mindful way, that will still give you the grounding experience, and you can also take a break from the work. Um, so I guess if we can draw here, it will be another round of circle leading to so from the links here, you deserve a break and you want to feel grounded. And we'll have a split end here to either raisin or chewing on mint candy, and it will have other consequences, um, such as what we just said, like feeling relaxed, grounded, and probably it won't have as much worry as if you had boba tea as one of the consequences, like concerns for your health, like that. So it will just we will still have the same link from here, but just a different behavior and consequences. I mean, similar, but not the concerns for health. That part. Um, and if you don't want to change boba into something else which is less good, and that's totally okay. Um, can I give you a little advice or suggestion?
Yes, please.
Okay, good. You don't have to listen. You don't have to follow it. Just a suggestion that just came to my mind. Maybe we can still keep the boba tea, but we can order in a smaller portion, or we can have less sugar in it. Because most boba teas are can adjust your sugar level and ice level, right?
Yes.
How about we order something that's like fully iced and with less sugar? And that way you actually have less sugar concentration in it. And when the starts to melt.
That's a really good suggestion.
Okay. Um, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. If we have more ice and less sugar level, then maybe we'll enjoy it just as much, but we'll have a little less concern for our health and blood sugar. Would you agree on
Yes,
that?
that's a really good suggestion. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good suggestion, but how I will act on it, I cannot guarantee, and I cannot make a promise.
Hmm. Yeah, that's fine. Right now, I think you just showed a lot of commitment to me that you want to change that behavior, and that's great. That's what we always want to see in clients. Um, the motivation, you have the motivation, and we just need maybe something to remind you um, that you need to like order a little less sugar and more ice whenever um, you want to order a boba tea. Um, is there something that you can do to remind yourself on a daily basis?
To remind myself about.
Like lower the sugar level in boba and increase the ice level, or just order like a smaller portion. So instead of like large, we can order medium, right?
I guess my post-it sticker note, the sticky note will play a huge part in it. I guess
Mm-hmm.
I will write on my sticky note and remind myself daily that to add more ice and less sugar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. That's a great idea. And can I ask, where do you order your boba? Is it
Uh,
on the phone or do you order in person?
on the phone because we're all self-quarantined at home.
Oh, I see. Um, is there any way you can do to remind yourself on the phone so every time you open up the delivery app, then you can also remind yourself to order something more healthy?
Yes, maybe reset my wallpaper. Order less
Oh.
sugar, add more ice on my wallpaper.
Mm. That's a great idea actually, and it sounds like it will be an effective one if we stick to it. Would you agree?
Yes, for sure. Thank you very much for your suggestion.
Yeah, sure. Um, and I guess in the long term, um, as things start to open up, as people get vaccinated, I have faith that you will be more occupied and be happier from the other aspects of life, like meeting with friends, colleagues, and being able to enjoy more things in the long term once things get open up in your area. And I guess you wouldn't have to rely on bubble tea as the source of your happiness. Um, so I guess I have faith that you will do good either way. Like I know you will try it. You are very committed, and you show me a lot of motivation today. But I have faith that things will get better for you. Because what you told me earlier about the vulnerability, even though we didn't actually go through it, is the social isolation right now during the pandemic. But pandemic will get over, right? Maybe this year or next year or the year after, and the vulnerability factor won't be there, and and that will make this behavior chain analysis. I mean, this chain a little less weak um, or even a lot more weak than it is right now, then can you see yourself drinking less boba and also get having a better mood in the future?
Yeah, and in the most optimistic scenario, I envision myself doing that. But as we all know, life is not perfect. So I don't know, like, as this plan move forward, am I going to relapse or am I going to stick with the plan? I'm not too
Mhm.
sure about that. But I'm pretty sure if I have other questions, I will always come back to you and ask you for more information and suggestions and also teach me some
Mhm.
professional skills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just mentioned relapse, and that's a legit concern that happens to a lot of people, whatever they're addicted to. Relapse happens, and it's totally normal. I don't know about the relapse rate in Boba addiction, but in regular substance use, 90% of people will relapse in the first year, and that's totally normal because um, if someone keeps doing something, like if they stick to a behavior, it has to serve a function, right? If you think of it, if it helps, it it doesn't. it's not so terrible that they um, relapse, or I like to say use it or drink it. I just think relapse has a negative connotation to it. Um, and eliminating one behavior or controlling a behavior is tough, and sometimes you go back and forth, but in the long run, as long as you are reducing the amount gradually and slowly, you are doing a great job. It just takes time.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much for reassuring me that now I have more energy and hope to move forward.
Great, great. And let's keep that hope and motivation, and let's transform it into some commitment into your action. All right?
Okay, thank you so much, Anna. I really appreciate it.
Sure, sure. I'm always here to help. And if you want to talk about this again or something else in the future, just call me or write an email to me, and I'll get back to you.
Thank you very much. And I guess the session is ended now.
Yes.